show you. But if I'm going at the hips, milwaka is not moving. But when I'm pushing my hips, it creates like a swing.
Oh.
Which one?
But you can show us, bro, if you don't mind. You can just move the mic and show us, bro.
Okay, let me show you.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
On your side, are you winning?
So with
let's
a lot
go.
of guys,
Yeah.
Yeah.
In most cases, I saw them in Chicken Tigers. Yeah, they do that.
So instead of pushing, when I was saying earlier, I don't even sweat during sex.
Yeah.
So what you do is, you basically, let me see if I can take this off.
Yeah, you can take off the jacket, bro.
It's gonna be better, get us shit. So instead of doing this, what you want to do is you want to do this.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay. You're just moving like this part.
Yeah.
It's like a...
That thing. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
You were supposed to say that, or All right, you are watching the Podcast Club, the guest edition. Greetings and welcome to the show. We are back again with another episode. If you haven't subscribed, do the same. Like, subscribe, and share. If you're younger than 18, especially today, I insist with you, maybe you should go and watch other videos that we have on the channel, because this episode is not meant for children and people who are younger than 18. Meant for people who are married and people who are single. If one are single, Shapo, Sheva, Unescomora, fellow Sheva, Stefan, you're welcome. You're fine. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce my guest. Give it up for the one and only Diale. What's up, Diale?
Easy.
Are you good, man?
Yeah, I'm not.
Man, finally you're here. Hey, our doctor, man. Hey,
it's coming to doctor.
Man.
Call me the coach. Hey.
The coach, you know?
Hey, they'll ask me, where's the PhD?
And then the next thing, you're another Dr. Matthews.
Don't even mention that.
Hey, I don't know it's in let's go ECT.
I'm worried about the
cum laude. Yeah.
Wow.
What Diale?
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, it's like now atola cum laude go UCT. All those things, man.
Nah.
Yeah. Okay. So where you from, man?
So originally I'm from in between Davidton and Heidelberg.
Oh, okay.
So I grew up first half Davidton. And then high school in Heidelberg, and then I've just been around Ekurhuleni, after that. Right now I can take a little course.
Oh, okay, okay. Are you a sex champion?
Nah, I don't want to call myself a sex champion or someone that's good in bed. What I do want to say is I just know the pussy very well.
Very well, ne?
Very well. I just know the pussy very well.
Before we even get into knowing your pussy very well, ne? Black and I back then, we used to do a similar content, of talking about sex and pussy and whatnot. So it became a thing out now. When ladies look at us, it becomes the thing out. This one knows it very well, and he can hit it very well. Like, wow, feel like
Exactly. And I got hopola you dirle mukwantinyana cause no banner stock on left and right.
So you get that? Get open.
Nah, for sure, definitely. It's. Do
you get the same in sentiment? Like, do you get the same reaction in most cases?
Sure,
yeah.
for sure,
and then the voice how I could tell already it's very low, and they say like, "Yo, this one, as it's mola alcohol on top of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I think how I've evolved, because I've always had like an interest in sex.
Yeah.
So as people keep asking me, it's like, why boy like so?
Yeah.
And I really can't be
loud. It's us.
Like I'm meant to be
Yeah.
I'm meant to be closer so you can actually hear me.
Yeah.
Type of a thing.
Yeah.
But back to what you were saying, like aura. I think whether if you know what you're doing, ladies can pick up and like, man.
Yeah. There's something about it.
Something about that, man. But I do get that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, yeah. So it doesn't give you that opportunity to change women like left and right.
It does, but hey man, like I can't do spansekisapa if I'm always depleted. Busy every single
Yeah, no, you can't, ne?
Yeah. So the purpose and this pansaka is what takes precedence on top. So opportunities they do come, even from clients that I'm massaging or I'm doing a conditioning session with on top. But I can't fit upon.
Why di mama ya bantwana into emnandi Diale? Why kona bana ba bangwe dilo tse monate jo? Bothata ke eng?
In the session itself,
yeah.
So I always have this thing. We can place a bet.
Yeah.
Because before a session, ladies will say, "What if I want, you to pull out the tolosi again?" I'm like, look, I repeat, if I can't make you feel satisfied by the end of the session, like, and then sure enough, it'll offer you. And I haven't lost a bet yet.
Okay, all right. Let's start from the beginning. What do you do then?
What do I do?
In general.
Yeah.
I heard you speaking about massage.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I'm a health and sex coach. If untozi go TikTok,
Yeah.
So on my TikTok accounts, I'm just pushing education, knowledge on health and sex.
Yeah.
And before that, before I started doing that, I dabbled in just massaging, and then I developed this interest in sensual massages. Because every time I'm massaging a woman, man, she gets turned on. So in the beginning, like I never get home, but not knowing exactly then I would get into it with some of these ladies. But then I started to develop the skills even further. So and then after that, I got introduced to who I like to call him my mentor, Maurice Mateka.
Okay.
He's a sexologist in Kenya, and he taught me vagina conditioning because I thought I was good in bed. Because but I didn't understand. I didn't quite understand. I had my go-to positions. But I didn't understand exactly what are the mechanics of all of this. So he taught me the mechanics, and once I learned the mechanics, I'm like, oh, okay, this makes sense why this position works and why this position works. And incorporated that into my massages, and then I got service yoni conditioning also, which is basically teaching a woman how to own her orgasm. And so what I do in general is that I provide, I guess, services first and foremost to women, to help them to be able to better understand their body, for them to take ownership over their orgasm, and also like kind of going with it to douche. Like it's not the end all and be all. Sometimes women just want to be felt. They want a space where they can just be relieved of having to perform or to reciprocate. Just platform. I just want to feel pleasure, and that's all I want. And that's what that's what the massages are for. The sensual massages are for. So even the yoni conditioning session, I incorporate the massages.
Okay.
And
so sensational massage, I think when you speak about sensational massage, I'm thinking about puna lepuna and then ziash. Yeah.
Well, they will be.
How do you do it when like the sensational massage?
The sensual massage.
Is it what?
Sensual massage.
Sensual massage.
Sensual massage.
Oh, okay,
for
okay,
sure.
Yeah.
So let me walk you through like a blanket walkthrough of what a sensual massage session looks like. So Mocha the lady arrives and warm embrace, get her nice and comfortable, because it's usually it's a new experience. So I'd say about ladies, there's a lot of things as far as safety, and also it's just like nerve-wracking. So it's just getting them relaxed. So with a sensual massage, I don't have a lot of time, so it's 2 hours, and so we jump into just talking for a little bit, and then we have like a breathwork session, and breathwork session since she has her towel on, and we just breathe. So breathing is one of those things that I learned. I actually am certified in actually, teaching breathwork, but breathing is one of those things. If you can't control your mind with your mind, you use your body to control your mind. Meaning when you're feeling stressed, when you're feeling like you're feeling anxious, just
okay, let's do it.
Now let's do one that actually relaxes. So take a deep breath in.
Okay.
And
okay.
Do that like 5 times.
Okay.
And it will drop your stress response.
Okay.
So it's one of the things that I do with the ladies. So we'll do that for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, or even 15, depending on the lady. But after that, she feels more relaxed, more comfortable, and then we get into the actual massage. So the massage is a full body massage, the whole entire body, right? And it's somewhat like a massage that you would go and get when you go to like a salon or a spa.
Yeah.
But the difference with this one, because I incorporate a lot of techniques into it, the difference with this one is that it's intentional in getting you aroused. And so that'll happen for like maybe close to an hour. And I'm just teasing around the vagina at that time. I'm just teasing around that vagina because the time for the vagina where I give her what I would call a yoni massage, which is a vagina massage, right? Give her a vagina massage, and I give her orgasms upon orgasm upon orgasm upon orgasm with hands and toys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're doing that when you're a guy. I know what guys think. Yeah. Then when like especially so
yeah.
what do you do then?
Like, because I've been doing this for a while. So like I said, when I started doing this, I would partake. But since I've learned what I've learned, like there isn't even a need for me to be able to actually even penetrate. And also, Linda, like I'm at a certain place where I've learned how to manage my energy. I've learned how to manage my urges. So definitely, I do have clients who want
so don't you skomora pele before you go there?
No.
So to eliminate
no, never that. Never that, because the energy my arousal also adds on to the aesthetic of the actual massage. And what I mean by that is that because besides the physical, there's also like a energetic exchange. And I use the energy, my arousal, my aroused energy, to be able to just give it while I'm giving the massage. And that adds to her arousal. And when I'm giving the yoni massage, just being intentional with my energy. And that way, it doesn't go to strip it down. It doesn't go there.
Do you strip down when you massage them?
Yeah.
Yo. Hi Marananga so happy. Ki fake girlfriend ya ka go massage.
That's on you. That's on
because
you.
at some point you come davaza. I mean kukuke with the lady. Yeah, man. I mean it's challenging.
But I promise you, if you're doing it, like if you did this long enough, like it's like it, I get to, I don't know how many vaginas that I've seen. And it's not like every time like it's a new experience, but at the same time it's into at the same time. But it doesn't make me less aroused. I'm still aroused, but no, I'm trained in the sense of like I don't have to act on all of my urges. I have sexual discipline.
Sexual discipline,
Yeah.
How did you discipline yourself then?
it's just through experience. It's like the same thing. You can teach yourself discipline the hard way or the easy way.
The easy
So
way.
teaching yourself the hard way is like if what's about you can teach yourself discipline by having these things around you. So by virtue of I had to learn the hard way. I had to learn I'm walking away from a session. I'm like, oh my God. Yo, taking deep breaths. Eventually,
was there any circumstances or situation where you were like, how did I survive this one? And how bad it was? Like how was the client? Okay, not to divulge the client details, but like just to, touch and go. That one was difficult to say no to it.
I can't say.
Ne?
I can't say. Because Lina came out at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Came out at the end of the day. And for now, it's a thing of and I guess people would take it how they take it. But if I'm with a client and like I'm really, really feeling the client in that sense, and can feel it at the session, like after more I need to make a plan for myself. Like I do have those type of days where I'm like, but now if she's like, can I stay the night? I might be obliged to say, kick it. Kick it. Just make sure before you kick it, you know, the balance then we can kick it.
Okay. Yeah, now let's talk about the business. Teach us about pussy, man. What's fascinating about pussy, man? Like, most of guys, they don't get it right. Ne?
Yeah.
Most. They don't get it right. Who knows? Maybe Lena don't get it right. Like, where do we lag? What is our weakness?
I think intuition pambachita is when it comes to sex, we want to make ourselves okay. It's focused on us, and I think not even bachita, even for girls, in fact, even for girls, it's almost like the society sex when we were growing up, boys only have sex on their mind, and then what are girls thinking about then? But we never had that discussion.
Yeah.
But girls also had, I'd even say girls had sex on their mind more than boys do. Exactly. I wanna that.
Girls what?
Girls have sex on their mind more than boys do.
Is that so?
That is, yo.
Hey, what do we have like?
Yeah, get to my equal cause now I thought the kid na majita. Yeah, do that then.
And it's I guess it's normal, because that's what we were taught. Lina also had the same mentality for it. One taught like what sex. One taught about sex.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But women love sex. I'd even argue to say they love sex more than men.
Oh,
what?
But many of them,
man, like let me tell you.
Yeah.
there's a girl that I did. This is like just an example.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like we were just starting to talk, and she hadn't had sex in a while.
Yeah.
And she tells me like, the way this morning she chaperone by 3 one twelve. Sure was king Hussein one. And then Fitloma tata. One twelve.
Yes. I never thought it was so deep.
I want you to realize that women have a higher orgasmic potential than Ronabachit.
Yeah.
One. And when I offer rota, and for a lot of guys, offer rota, it's gonna take you some time to in the game. for a lot of guys, a whole lot more guys. After that situation, since I killed.
Yeah, vela o
What's that?
kidla. Or ga jal flag.
Yeah,
O
What
kidla.
is-
ufeditše a o sana mata pe.
No, what? Okay, so here's the difference with
Okay.
me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
me after a round,
Yeah.
ke na o robalang, ke na o tlo dulang ke memele go ratsoga.
Yeah.
Wa bona?
Yeah, ne.
One shot. If kwena,
Oh,
the one
No.
that goes to sleep is the one that
Yeah.
was defeated. It's the
Oh,
one that was taken down.
Really?
at some point what are you trying to say ke gore o gandla ngandla?
Eh?
Oh,
I'm not even fit. I just know fit. What's about? I don't even sweat when I'm having sex.
yeah,
I don't even sweat.
damn.
Nah, I don't. No, no,
Had the- if the cum is about, if you are about to come, you know, like,
Oh,
you know,
well,
Yo,
Awuleli needs.
yeah, you have to understand. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk to a lot of women, and Lona, like in trade, is because of how society has groomed us. Is that re nagana gore ba rate sex? So we think gore ba fetsa go rota, and they pretend a lot.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
they
yeah,
pretend.
true. I agree with
Grammy
you on that.
award-winning performances, legs shaking, will literally piss on you, and just to make you think home squishy seats.
Yeah,
On
yeah,
top,
yeah.
this is deep, and this is detectives, but some where they were like porn actors, you know. So you have to understand, Hore, when just having one orgasm,
Yeah.
and she can have double-digit orgasms within 30 minutes, 20 orgasms within 30 minutes. One shot.
Yeah.
And just let me take it in. But within 30 minutes to an hour, she wants some more. She wants
Yeah.
some more. When now you just had one, and then you already want to call it a night.
Mara arubulele nnete ne. Arubulele nnete nkare.
Yeah.
Would you demand more? Like at this age of stressful life, like
One is enough.
Would you go beyond like 2 rounds?
In this age.
Nna ke bolelela tšhomi ya ka one is enough for ikwisha.
Oh, I win. I will
Yeah.
for you. On behalf.
I think one is enough, man. Yo, I mean like there's no way re ka fitla hare bo 4, man. Re ne matata mantši re image wa ikwisha nto iso.
But you see, Uskanahana as 4 or 1.
Yeah.
Uskanahana in we have to move away from Khonahana as a round as
Yeah, yeah.
because the way it's round
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
round.
Yeah.
That's true.
One.
Yeah.
But you see, that's very male centered. It takes away from pleasure side.
Oh,
Arena Khan, pleasure side.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And most of us were right. Arena Khan, Rnanela Arena fell. As long as Nagel is sharp, which
On
means
top.
everything is sharp.
Yeah, to the point that le ha wo mile since batla o tonza di loop.
Yeah.
Ono tlotsa loop baby. One shot. To the point that like a lot
But
of
it's
us,
nice it's at least like
no, it'll make you come quicker. I won't mean it because there's a lot of friction. One shot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of friction.
Yeah.
But ideally for Yana, it's painful. That's like katseba but what keep it andi pause kompetong. Shia inzi shia khathele kukube ebuhlungu neba. Yeah, nigga.
But still, bro, you know what? A limits it too much, ne? Still struggle gore rote. You understand? You have to think ka o mongwe maybe mapako ya o mongwe e o ibone ko molone and then
and here's the thing. And here's the thing for
Yeah.
now I haven't proven this, but ke theory fela. This is just my theory.
yeah.
I noticed when I started learning things like ejaculation control,
yeah.
and I started learning how me as a man, how I can have multiple orgasms without ejaculating. And then when I started learning those things, and I had a partner, we started detoxing,
Yeah.
and when we started, we would have sex and then I would dry. But
Yeah.
after detoxing and all of that, and I'm also getting my game on point,
Sure.
her vagina was always wet. she would tap out and say, whoa, yeah.
Yeah.
You feel
me?
On toilet.
Yeah.
And that's when I started wondering, but I keep going.
Yeah.
And I'm not even trying to, I'm trying to circulate my energy because I'm in the moment.
Yeah.
And I started to think, as men and women, also in sex.
Yeah.
The wetness, it makes me want to keep going.
Yeah.
Because I have to stop.
Yeah. At some point, which means when you are not like majitawala or hey ke kholo when I got deal like passage out.
Too much.
Yeah.
Too much. The angle did higher.
What are the receipts though? Maybe we should learn something, man.
Yeah, since you ruta ka yona like it's talking gore e be kholo like e be
no, the same way rona re le ba cheetah.
Yeah.
The size are not different. It's also the same, the passage.
Oh, it's natural.
It's natural.
It's natural. It's natural.
Yo. We used to think you're really hey fedila
next.
No, it's because of that, ne?
It's natural. The same way we have.
But like, how were you born like ubeli like ubeli
no, but it makes sense. Yes, I get it. It makes sense.
No,
it's not. It's the same. It's a sexual reproductive organ. Yeah. There's a large number of guys that have a very average size dick.
Okay.
There's a small number of guys bashapangadi for 5 se whole.
Yeah.
And there's another small number of guys bashapangadi for 5 se dinyan.
Yeah.
It's the same with women. There's a small number of women bashapangadi kukutse tight, super tight.
Yeah.
I've had a girl. She has a child. Wow.
As a C-section, maraso being only one like a C-section.
Nah.
It's just naturally there like that.
Yeah. And then you chola one natural like average size vagina. And then chola one she has like umkhulu ka mogala. Like okay na like okay.
We do that sound you do a sound in a funny or but I thought it's anymore.
No anymore, it's exactly that.
Yeah.
So, how do you deal with that? Especially if you're a guy, like maybe on a little toluzinyana, maybe a small size, and then you meet a woman who has a big hole.
I think Valerie Bachita, even as people in general, we need to be honest with ourselves. We need to be honest with ourselves. You need to know who did uspanaka like ukamrata moto, but that has nothing to do with 4-5 years how the kuku ya how. 4-5 the kuku ya how doesn't know who you guys are in a relationship. So sexual compatibility is your responsibility. So if wafita the guy is on the other side of the spectrum, people high is very small. Then you find a girl on the other side who has a wide opening. If we are really being honest, you wanna have to try to make things but some things are made. It's like a guy with a very big dick, nothing is going to happen.
Yeah. True. I agree with you on that.
At least.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah. No, I agree with him on that. Yeah.
Loop.
Even like you slide in, but it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The way it's wearing, it's very uncomfortable.
Okay. So there's no pleasure there.
So you can imagine a guy who has a bigger dick. I can for sure a guy with a bigger dick next.
Yeah, so come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a thing how we have to keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Sexual compatibility is a very important thing. Even if it is sex drive.
Yeah.
Anyako ore nna ka tseba gore I have a high sex drive.
Yeah.
That a partner it's not sex drive. Anyako khotsofala.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So some things, there are things that you can do when I wanna okay, average size guy with cherry all in white. You can do some things more. The position the thing. The honor hospital.
Yeah.
The thing. But some other sizes are the core.
Yeah. Marabotse ore according to your idea, I mean your knowledge rather. Ore mosadi o khutsofetse. O ba o le jwang a botse. O mona ra yo khutsofetse a botse. Oba ale motho mo jwang a botse. Maybe metile for round or maybe mo rutisitsa 10. How do you see how this one she's satisfied
like
now?
The real one. Like most of them they're in Hollywood. They're acting.
Sure.
You're right, Diaz.
Now this one might be a little bit controversial. Video and it sounds very mystical. But it's not mystical in a sense.
Yeah.
When you're having sex with someone, likena kadinama, la kopana foot energetically. Well, if you have to ask the question, did you come or unali feeling? Let me just make it easy for you.
Okay.
If you feel like asking the question, ubile sharp.
When you go confirm, when you go ba sure, waska posta ka
Because
wena.
deep down inside, deep down inside,
you failed.
You're such a disappointment.
You will know. You will know. One time, like I can't say so because there's different reactions.
Yeah.
Just recently, one of my recent sex partners, and
the sex partners. You don't have a girlfriend?
No. I don't like. I just use the word sex partner because it's easier to relate to, and I don't like the girlfriend or what. But we'll touch on that.
Right.
But like
yeah.
So it's the second time linking up, and on this time, like the first time we had sex, you know, like she had tears coming out after having an orgasm. Okay, sharp, that's normal. Now, what I witnessed the last time we had sex is her actually crying and laughing at the same time.
Wow.
Yo, hey.
Sex champion.
You know,
another Prince KB.
Yeah.
So you see, it's like it's one of those things where I don't question I know.
You know.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, I want to test this.
But I was saying the reactions are different.
Yeah.
The reactions are different. Fuck it like it and aqua straight.
Yeah.
And wabona go shaking. Wabona. Mara. So those I can't give you once you guys are done, how do you know? How can you tell? It's inside.
Yeah.
Every single time I've had to ask the question.
Yeah.
Did you come? Okay, she didn't. But there's moments more of which we had amazing session. The question doesn't even come to mind. It does not even come to mind.
You just know what I did it.
I don't even if I did it or not. Now we're just laying there. Oh fuck. Oh, that was so dope. I eat the question in a yeah, like it doesn't get there.
Okay, now if you can take your tongue there and then move it around top there, like you feel these humps in yeah, normally other girls will have that. So ba they don't have that. If a dealer or the brick pads are the thing, what happened there?
I say it's not conditioned. I say it's not conditioned.
Okay.
So So what got G-spot?
Is that a G-spot?
You're talking about this
No,
inside the vagina.
I don't know. They call it spasms or what? Those like those.
Get them
humps,
pump.
Yeah, the hump. Yeah.
Inside the vagina.
Inside the vagina.
On the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the G-spot.
It's a G-spot.
Okay.
That's where the G-spot is.
Okay.
And the G-spot in itself is almost like a karaki pipe more than anything else.
Karaki pipe.
Yeah, karaki pipe. So just for context, when we spoke about we have different sizes. Zati 4-5, zati kuku. And you also have different sizes, zati clitoris.
Oh yeah.
You also have different sizes, zati G-spot. One, because it is a pipe.
Yeah.
For some women it's thin, for some women it's a bit thicker. One. But generally it's in the same area.
Okay.
One. So literally, you just need like this much, and then you've reached the G-spot.
The G-spot. Really?
You don't
Like
need
this much?
Like this much.
So we don't need this penis enlargement.
You don't need the whole.
Oh.
Like the canal. Yantrina is very short. Actually, it's shorter than what most people think.
Okay.
On average. But yeah, you don't need like for G-spot orgasm to make a girl squirt.
Yeah.
You don't. This is. I only use this.
Yeah.
To make a girl squirt.
And your fingers are very short, man.
Okay.
Yeah. And you keep telling people like you don't need that much, guys.
Sure.
When I want more and like an actual massage. And like I want to stuck with him and she's in her thing. After her squirter, and that was her first time squirting. After her squirter, she's like, yo, you penetrated me. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you were inside of me. It's like, yeah, with my fingers. Like, no, your dick was inside. I was like, no.
Sure.
It was just these two fingers.
How do you finger a woman in the right way, like proper way? I wanted this time. Sharp, no.
Okay, so for now, let's understand the fundamentals. The fundamentals. So, she has a G-spot. She has an A-spot.
Yeah.
She has a P-spot.
Okay.
Now I know. I'm
don't
familiar
know
with the name G-spot. Yeah.
Like
the other spots I don't know.
Yeah.
It's about G-spot.
Yeah.
So G-spot offers a hook on the road.
Yeah.
Now when you go further in, above the cervix is the A-spot. And then below the cervix is the P-spot.
Okay.
So anterior, posterior.
All right.
Yeah.
So these ones is the P spot and the other spot,
the A spot.
They did go cervix.
Or the coping.
Like did when you go to the cervix. Yeah, above the cervix.
Yeah.
If she's laying down, she will look above the cervix with the G spot is the A spot, and then below it is the P spot.
Oh, so it's a very big dicks, ne? It's a P spot. Okay, so those ones, most of them, do they depend on the position that you do, especially when you penetrate her?
It's using your mind, I guess. So in a conversation, so let me use this. So let's say and the clitoris is up here, right? So whether one or two. I prefer to use two fingers, but you cannot one. Because sometimes if it's very thin, like between the and sometimes it feels like it's annoying to some of them. So outside too, you're covering a lot of surface.
Oh, okay.
But first and foremost, make sure she's properly wet. If and it's dry, don't even. She's not ready to be penetrated. Right. So how and all you do is just do this, and you apply pressure.
Oh,
you apply as much pressure as you can without it being painful.
Okay.
And you have to gauge it, because it's going to be different for different women.
Yeah.
Some women are a bit caved in, but you apply the right amount of pressure, and you just come here motion. You just do that. You don't move your fingers. It's in next. Just this.
I mean, many niggas say like.
Yeah. A lot of guys, because I keep porn. And porn doesn't teach you how to have sex.
Yeah.
Porn doesn't teach. Like in Twitter, it's on porn. As a guy, if that's your reference for how you have sex, Oh, Shem.
You're misled.
You have been misled, Shem.
Araruta,
Misled.
but I just don't get it. Why do you sorry many niggas they just what will you cook?
You have a problem with that?
Yeah.
So when you understand the G spot,
Yeah.
how to stimulate it,
Okay.
and so are applying as ka 4-5.
Okay.
And
Okay. Ooh, how do you wanna do that? The cup for 5 like.
no, you're not obviously you're not gonna do that. Mara, strokes are how okay. When you go in, with a saw.
Oh.
On what?
Yeah. So I see, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the strokes are
So
how
uska focus on like
A passage.
like
Yeah.
a passage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Abona.
you take an angle sharp, ne?
So one of my favorite strokes is literally let's call it a swing on what where basically the hips saka I want like a mistel when I'm thrusting I keep push I get a male I get a male I got the hips
Okay.
so I got the hips meaning hore get a so I got the hips yes I can't even show you but if I'm going at the hips and milwaka is not moving but when I'm pushing my hips and it creates like a swing. What?
But you can show us, bro, if you don't mind. You can just move the mic and then show us, bro.
Okay, let me show you.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
So I get with a lot of guys. Let me do this.
Yeah.
So with a lot of gents.
But the camera is on one.
Yeah.
I'm in full view.
Woody? On your side, are you winning?
with
Yeah,
a
let's
lot
go.
of guys,
Yeah.
Yeah.
In most cases, I saw them in Cheap
Yeah.
Tigers. Yeah. They do that.
Yeah.
So instead of pushing,
Yeah.
when I was saying earlier, I don't even sweat.
Yeah.
So what you do is you basically let me see if I can take this off.
Yeah. You can take off the jacket, bro.
When we better get us. So instead of doing this,
Yeah.
what you want to do is you want to do this.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You're just moving like this part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a
That thing.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ubetamagunya mashapo
Yeah.
kamfo.
Wetalikunya. You were supposed to say that or wetalikunya.
So yeah, basically with that stroke.
Yeah.
And with that stroke, just you can be creative, guy.
Yeah.
So I wanna how it creates more range in your motion. So manje anso it's a sona. Anso G-spot you should be this like
Wapala.
So when you even in the hokena you can even just use like I was saying my favorite.
Let's put your mic close to your.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So I was saying my favorite stroke is you can either Kenya misamo if you like uharampeto. Misamo tlasa the hips are high, just to give her that elevation. It's and so what I want is a perfect angle.
Yeah.
So you see what I mean? Okay. So I don't even penetrate guy on a kaufela.
Yeah.
On top, just enough. And all I'm doing is just get us so. I'm just pushing on it so. Simple. Doing the same movement that I just showed you.
Yeah.
Just doing that. Get a joalo file.
And
I think within a minute, she'll squirt.
I think the way we will learn ka gona. E kwala ka re ka ba monate too much. O ka se rote speedy.
Yo, monate.
Yeah.
Yo. And that's the thing that I also want people to understand. I'm not for you.
Yeah, true.
So, kana ko ngata rona ba shita re change mo e ba mnate ga golo.
Yeah.
And it's about e ba mnate for yena. So that's why like a lot of women is like o change the position
too much. Yeah, by right. True. Yeah, ba complain if ba shy ba complain or no. Are togale. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Eh, ha to tshwarela dinzena fethu atla rota. And I guess also at the same time being able to learn ejaculation control.
Okay.
Because what happens is that when a woman is about to come, she has an energetic pull.
Yeah.
It turns on for 5 hours.
Yeah.
And that's what makes bashita ba batla go rota.
Okay.
Wa thola. And what happens? Bashita kana go ba change position. Molweni.
Damn, I
Yeah,
jiggy the
damn.
whole thing.
Why
Yeah,
not?
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, whereas you have to learn how to be able to work the energy in. It's called overpower.
So-
So, overpowering with your energy.
Oh. Yeah, because sometimes they are like you are explaining, she has the same energy we explain.
Sure.
And then we say, "Wow, hopela, baby, ke hopela ska rota, and ke mo rota no gona."
Yeah.
After I bolela gore ska rota,
Sure.
and then ke rotile ke mi fedi. Man, not the not the
Not way, no?
A friend, you know?
yeah, my friend. Yeah.
Which pussy is nice?
All pussy is nice.
All pussies are nice.
All pussy is nice. As long as I can fit into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All pussy is nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Akuna gore a nice somehow.
Kuna lela ya reverse somehow we go man gore image like
Swimming pool. Okay.
yeah man.
Sorry,
Ish.
I'm not saying swimming pool. I'm just saying, or it's just like too wet. You know?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
mara ke yona swimming pool no we very sharp like
Swimming pool.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like when I think maybe the thing about the metaphors, Mona, you can't get that in, but Liz, we can compare them to Mavad.
Yeah.
There's puddles.
Yeah.
There's ponds.
Yeah.
There's rivers.
Yeah.
There's oceans.
Yeah.
That's what.
One
That's
thought.
what. Yeah.
I'm too big to swim in a puddle
Yeah.
or in a pond.
Sure.
In a river, in the ocean.
Yeah.
For sure. For sure. One thought.
No, go talk.
Why thought that is
Like,
it?
yo.
So it's about learning how to swim. So
Yeah.
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 So,
Absolutely.
you know, you know,
As my
yeah.
gents, we have to learn how to swim. So
Yeah.
that re tlogele
Yeah.
excusing yana tše re di beya no gore a ke grote,
No,
1, 2, 3.
problem like we use
Yeah.
our body, you know, to
That's the problem. So that is the problem. But I
Yeah.
think if we can learn how to swim, re ka se complain gore it's an ocean, it's a river and stuff.
yeah,
For
yeah.
efficient so.
For sure.
Re
for
tlo
sure.
di kry really interesting ka fela John.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
I want us to
Unkeli note.
yeah, hey, I want to know I'm learning.
Yeah,
I want us
yeah.
to touch into this foreplay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Foreplay, man, how important it is, especially when you're about to hit it, eh?
Yeah.
Foreplay is very important.
Nah.
Foreplay is, I guess guys wrong. So we have to call it foreplay, and we have to call it sex or penetration
Yeah.
for the purpose how to separate
Okay.
as two different events, and
Yeah.
but really, like the whole thing for now is a whole experience, and so let's talk about foreplay. So, Msadi is compared to water. Mchita element ya rona is fire.
Yeah.
Wabon. And when you guys come together, so that huska timulwa, wabon, mchita, it's easy.
Yeah.
Quick.
Becomes combusted.
Sure.
Because now we're just talking about generating heat, generating energy. For water to generate heat, it needs time. It needs time to boil. It's like that, right? Now, for Msadi, you need to learn how to take time, Leanne. Antoine, you need to learn how to take time. For a woman to fully have the orgasm that she needs to be properly aroused. And for that to happen, from it's just relaxing her mind, relaxing her body. If you can relax her mind and her body, hence the breathing exercises, you can literally do breathing exercises together. She can do breathing exercises before sex. You can also do them because when your energy also determines her energy.
Yeah.
So when I feel
Yeah.
it actually, someone but it might put her on edge.
Yeah.
It might put her on edge, Hanyan.
Yeah.
So she might not be able to fully become aroused.
Yeah.
Now she's nervous. Now, so when you just need to take your time, and it's different for women. I've been with a woman who, now she's tapped in. She doesn't like kissing.
Okay.
And she doesn't like
Yeah.
and she's like, just lay next to me.
Yeah.
One time. And then she's like, okay, you're right now. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
And I want to witness in a stick. Yeah. Yes. Just go patla, my fella.
Just like that. Yeah.
She wants to lay next to me. I'm willing.
No, I will agree with you on that one because I once experienced something like that. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true, bro.
No,
it's true. Yeah.
So it's different for. So I can't exactly say, do this and do this and do this. I'm giving you the fundamentals.
But let's touch on these ones. Those ones who wants to be touched.
Yeah. Okay. So for women that love being touched, I would say for the guys, go and look up the female nervous system.
The female
nervous system.
Okay.
The nerves. So you want to look at the nerves.
Okay.
And study the nerves.
Sure.
Where there is nerves, there is pleasure.
Oh, yeah.
How do you study that, Marado?
Yeah.
No, like you can literally look it up. Like with female nervous system, you see, and you'll see there's a lot of nerves.
But ba re mamisa wa ikwisha ntse ba re mamisha matswele ba re nyanya so but it's true, bro. Like most ba re nyensa did not post jabon or one and so
and the nipples fade, but with the breasts it's underneath litswele.
Yeah, okay.
That's where you have the most nerve and the most
more of one bra.
Really?
She will feel more. I've made a woman climax just by sucking her breasts.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just more right beneath the nipple.
Damn. Yeah.
So is
okay.
What you want to do is you want to find a place that has the most cluster of nerves.
Yeah.
So just to give you that a little roadmap. So you have obviously nerves running from your brain to your body, because your brain is also part of the nervous system. All nerves are connected to
your brain.
Exactly. And then they have endings in different parts of your body.
Yeah.
So where there is clusters, huge clusters, is where you will find the most sensitivity.
Okay.
Because nerves are there to transport information.
Yeah.
Sense
true.
and touch and all of that. Sure. So when someone is, that's why like even how lakaza, like they'll be more receptive. But if how first done, wamnya, you see what I mean? You see what I mean? So yeah. Back to that incident. So nerves still more. That's okay. One.
Yeah.
Nerves behind the ear, and also
inside the ear. I'll fuck a limb inside the ear.
Guys, okay. you can do that. Like a lot of response to like the tongue in the ear for women, but even for me, when a girl does that to me, it's like it's nice, but it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Sometimes in a lot off.
But sometimes it does.
Yeah, true.
Like a kikeni, like I'm deep. Or when I kike atumezi, and then doing wow. But for some people, it's nice. For some people,
nice. You're right.
You're not even nice.
It's not nice for perverts.
Yeah.
It's not nice for perverts.
I don't know what a pervert kicking, really.
School us, bro. School us.
Okay, no, let's pass that one.
Let's pass
that.
But
Now let's pass that one.
Oh,
so
okay,
you're still telling us about behind the
behind the ear. What did you say?
we're not going back there, man.
Sure.
No, it's not okay, man. I get we are proceeding with.
So okay.
Let's go on.
So back of the ear,
Yeah.
and also the tip of the ear.
The tip, no?
The tip of the ear, yeah, mona, especially kumagayona.
Ne,
Yeah. So what you want to do there is
you lick it as if like you're licking the ice cream, or you just lick it in a different way.
I guess because you also lick ice cream in different ways.
Yeah.
Ice
cream is licked like this. Like what's on it?
There's someone and then there's someone you see what I mean?
Okay.
Okay.
No, ne ke bolela chumi ke re yena ice cream is just
okay.
Go tsana le mpia ga I nwa metsi.
Chomi, I hope Chomi wa root.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, so licking, a little bit of biting, and le go bite ka molomo,
with your lips, like
with your lips, so
okay.
Just basically kissing. So that works well. Also just touching also. Just light touch in to fit cells or I was saying like in another video that I did like okay. Just flow, just play around with it. And then also the neck. Because diffita mo give away. One shot get off rampa through mlala. But interchange. So dance more. That's why like some women like and enjoy actually being choked, but it could be like okay moyawa hanyani, but it's not like all the way. But just the touch. One shot. That's why kisses, the kiss, being bitten on the neck. One shot. Because it's very sensitive. One shot. And also I'd say, but if it's on ramping here also. One shot. More. Just play around with it. One shot. And then and then here, not but on the edge. And just around it, around the armpits, around here. Very sensitive. And then
oh yeah, you did say.
Just a little. And then also more. Some they're not sensitive, as sensitive, but underneath the belly button or around the belly button. Around the belly button, also a very sensitive place. And then I'll tell between between the hips and the leg. More that crease. That crease, you lick it, you bite it, you touch it, dance too much. And then obviously come on, so with the legs, let's go with the ass. So with the ass, the bigger the ass, there's like but you have to check with your partner, obviously. Some women like have like a very muscular ass, and they might enjoy pain. I want spanking. I want flogging. Ki the whip the BDSM.
Okay.
They might enjoy that, and they have a high tolerance. I uskam spanker nigga, pull that hand back. Sharp on the neighbor. GBV. Askis. Damn.
Yeah.
So, but you also have to check back. So you want to increase the intensity, because Lena sometimes she doesn't know her threshold. So Honamoto Shapara has too much. And then tell some more, that was the perfect one. And then what's about Kim states for Luzena, Kim Shapaka I saw. And then behind the knees.
Okay.
Behind the knees.
Just here.
Yeah, that's among way.
Okay.
That's among way. More. And very nice and sensitive. The ankles. More on the ankles.
Okay.
And then also the toes.
The toes.
Yeah. and also the toes. And then serope is just like serope is born is just gang nerves more, especially from gang nerves. So if you massage sharp or sharp, like from the lightest of touches to like touch this one, but it depends on how muscular she is. If she doesn't have a lot of muscles and then if you try to spank her too much or too hard, it's gonna be very painful for you. So yeah, that's the proper method.
So implement that is one.
For sure, that's the way. That's how we implement it. You know.
Okay, so but again, my question now is gone. I want to black. I want to say something. Okay, so in most cases, when you do that type of a foreplay, do you? Because it has to do with a lot of licking, man. Do you tell her go in bath or?
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
Because
so I always joke about this one. I understand there is trades as well. And I understand, especially for because I even for Bachita. Like let's just say people that generally don't take care of their hygiene properly. Like I don't know if I think in how I've grown, and I can't remember the last time I've had a woman at La Honna, and she had an offish type of a smell. Her hygiene wasn't on point. Nah, none of that. None of that. Like all I eat is fresh pussy. Nah. And I think like sweet, like yeah. Because look, women have a degree of consciousness as far as how. So I think it goes with like somewhat and I think we have to hold ourselves to a certain type of standard. So it's a respect. A woman knows, I'm feeling kind of funky. Let me sprouse up for this man. If she's not doing that, for me, I take it as a sign of disrespect. For me, personally. For some guys, I would not that. That's what they have. Which I did. One try to
How do you know?
It's etiquette, it's hygiene. Like in total it's yes, imnati, and yes, it is kind of spontaneous, but as a human, like clean. So akubona kabona okay, fresh mfethu, when fresh, clean. What makes you think you can and not, have the same type of energy, type of a thing? So also it's a malikarona bashit. So if what's about room is always fucked up clean, and you don't expect the cleanest and pristine pussy to arrive. Do not. Because when your situation already is attracting ditsila. So tola matsila vet. But if you're attracting and you cultivating cleanliness, that's what comes to you.
Okay, no, I hear you, ne? But which one, according to you, ne, when you just observe the best sex for women? Is it the penetration or is it the touching, the foreplay?
Is it the penetration or is it the foreplay?
Yeah. Since you do the, what do you call this massage?
Sensual massage.
Sensual massage, yeah.
Okay. But remember what I said, for now it's one thing. For me, it's all part of one thing. But it differs with massage. Some women enjoy foreplay more than they enjoy penetration. But it also depends on the partner. Meaning, if I'm not strong ka foreplay, but I'm able to get her aroused, but I'm able to make her climax with penetration, she's going to enjoy the penetration. But if I'm coming and I'm giving her 10 orgasms before I even penetrate, and then I can penetrate, I can multisakha 2-3 nyana, she's gonna like, the foreplay better than the penetration. It just with Tshepo. Tshepo ke rata foreplay ya high. Tibos ke rata sex ya high. Why thola that didn't say? So it just ka motho le motho a dilang le yena also. Yeah. So there's no exact studies in gore women prefer foreplay. Kaofela dimnati.
You know,
if done well. Yeah.
You know, the past hour since I read it, you made me realize what this friend of mine, nkare ha re etjona ma. Hey, 80% of the things that we just said, nkare this friend of mine, what is this thing? Men's conference. Men's conference. Yeah,
sure,
man. No. I'm not heavy, man. Let's talk about the products, man. Let's start with this one, the big one.
Oh, okay.
What is this?
So that is Slim Fit Blend.
Okay.
So this is a detox tea.
Okay.
So I always say, as much as you want to have sex, that's incredible. But for that to happen, hands will be clean.
Yeah.
For you to have an erection as mjita, you need to have a proper blood flow. System hands are clean to a certain extent. Same thing for women. If a woman wants to be wet, wants to be able to be more receptive, system hands will be clean. So this is a detox tea that helps with cleaning out the gut, because so it also comes with like a 14-day detox program with bleeding meals. So yeah, this is what this is. It's a detox tea. Cleaner meal. Yeah. Okay,
so how do I use it if I buy it then?
So this ungati bege wani, you can put it into like 1 liter bottle, and you can soak it like the night before and then drink that tea. So it's going to help you with suppressing your appetite. So if what's about asking hands ke past them cup I just need to eat less. And also maybe things they creating like processed sugar or just processed sugar like maroto, dikuku, beala, those things where at the end of the day. So the cravings. This also helps with that. So 1 cup, 1 tea bag, you guys are the cups with 1 tea bag. So I prefer 1 liter and then keep talking that way I can not or anything like that. Yeah.
Do you put sugar?
No sugar. But you guys buy honey. Yeah, but it doesn't taste bad. It actually tastes good. It actually tastes good because in that peppermint. Ukainwa anytime. You can drink it
in the middle of the day. Like killing 17 for 5 years.
honey, but yeah. I think it's a whole
yeah. Oh, okay.
Out of the blue. Unless when I
okay, this one.
And then this one is a men's favorite.
Okay.
And I keep pizza cola, aka sensual bean. Like sa khopula Dragon Balls. Yeah, sa khopula nebana di sensual bean. A sharp very high.
Yeah.
And then exactly. So that's why I keep it like a sensual bean, cause I like energy is up. Especially when if I late nights, busy and all of that, then this is gonna help me. Ginat. Let me show you what it looks like.
So I'll spend a night yet.
No. Like you for energy. I wanna like how people have coffee as a pick me up, the energy drink.
Oh yeah.
So I have this nut, and it's either I'll chew it, or let it steep for like 10-15 minutes, and then that's my energy boost. So I replace energy drinks, I replace the coffee.
Okay.
Oh. I would say like depending on system how whole clean is. So for now I'll eat this maybe say 2 or say 3 in a week. Because the system in how the effects stay in your system for up to 72 hours, but it depends on your system how. So if what's about okay, it's like I'd say stay ready. Stay ready. One what? When the time comes home, Davas,
Yeah.
you're gonna last longer, and you're also gonna have a stronger erection.
So those are the benefits of.
Those are the benefits.
Okay.
Also, good for the cleaning out the lungs. I want detoxing the lungs. It's also good for that. Also a bit for the gut, but it's not a diuretic. And also
It's not for penis enlargement, no?
No, it's not. Okay. It's not.
So can we share that one, all of us now?
Yeah, you guys can have it. You guys can share it. Kitol share the A1. Kitol share pack A1. One. So yeah, as the name says, it's very bitter. Bitter cola.
Okay. All right, let's move to this one.
To
this one.
Okay.
Wet kiss.
So this one. So this is the wet kiss.
Okay.
So this one.
Come on, Nathan.
Yeah,
Flower.
Let me give you a whiff. Let me give you a whiff of Fajwa. So, and just irabe. I want little clitoris and just rabaji. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh, am I? What can Jumpy say?
Friend is not a friend. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, you know what? I'm 90 years, man.
What do you do? So, but I want you to imagine her. Hasai hasi zayana moko fats. So imagine nje hasai hasi ze moko fats.
And in a little tissue oil, ne? In a little tissue oil. What's the difference between this and tissue oil?
I'm not sure about tissue oil. So I have a manufacturer. This lady is basically a specialist in oil. So I came up with a recipe. It's called Wet Kiss. Yeah, it's called Wet Kiss.
Hey man, best of the best, eh?
I love the smell. When I smell it, I love how people respond to the smell. So
I see strong like it is Dubai perfumes. Like see,
it's too subtle, but says a hore.
Like
Exactly.
yeah, caught a very lent. No, you caught.
Actually, you want one.
I caught lento. Ne ke mo khuza last time.
No, Kuza.
Don't count talento.
Yeah,
O tlo bolela liba di buyang.
She said, marantire wa ka wa sheba pele le wena. Tsona wa sheba pele le wena gore go safe go for jwang. Wa bona? Yeah, not everything is safe for consumption.
Okay, yeah, you're still explaining this one.
So I formulated this for from, let me say, it's from my love of the coochie.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a yoni arousal oil. I gave labels. It's a yoni arousal oil. So it's for daily use. And so she puts this on either Hussein or at night, whatever is more comfortable, even twice a day for about. And now, like anything that's natural, as it doesn't give you that thing. It's action time. But when it's time for action, the pussy is gonna be wetter, it's gonna be warmer, and it's gonna be more receptive, more sensitive. When the time comes, and it keeps the pussy lips really fresh and nicely conditioned.
Okay.
So that's why for daily use, because I want women to take care of that inside. So like feeling paint you see.
Yeah.
You see. So about it about my coat, but my coat.
And then for the school your coat, but let's wrap it up with this product, this one. Yeah. This one, Yona, eco.
So this is core minerals.
Okay.
So this is taken from I guess there's no IP on it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if some people are familiar with Dr. Sebi. And Dr. Sebi.
We are amazing.
Yeah. You know him, yeah. So and I formulator this combination. Yeah, CMOS and bladderwrack. So this is what this is. So we bit what do you call it? But this is it basically. So I just called it core minerals because for now, this provides you with minerals that your body needs to thrive. So your body is just lacking minerals, certain type of minerals. Because I already told you from the Josahon. You know what I mean? Yes. You say that. You say you choky that. Abona with this, ukake bona sentse go betse di makuku nje. Sentse patla mo yona nje. With this, with the oil. Yeah, but this is 92 minerals out of 102 minerals that your body requires.
Okay.
So
those are the benefits.
Yeah.
So those are the
there's a lot of benefits. So Tusaka Masabu, Tusaka, it helps with the skin, gut health, overall immune health, thyroid, balancing out your it helps with your thyroid. So Patopaya, they have a slow metabolism, and that's because your metabolism is controlled by your thyroid. So this helps.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyone who has hypo, hypo is who has hypothyroidism, which is basically thyroid that's overly active, or it's hyper. No, it's hyper. Yeah, hyper, overactive thyroid. Then you don't want to take this.
Because you why?
No, because this helps Bachapanga like a slow metabolism. This helps them more than you know. So there's a lot of benefits to this. There's so many benefits.
So
we're looking. Yeah. Yep, that's him, Dr. Sebi. Yeah, the late Dr. Sebi.
So if Mutuari Batla, how to get hold of you then?
So you can get this straight off my website. So I have a website, bufullspectrum.com. So all of these are available for you to order it online. I ship nationwide, and soon I'll be starting to ship outside of the country also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, and then if you go onto my socials, the Utatola number, I don't know, number. I don't know if you guys want to put it on the screen or something like that.
No, you can say it to put it on the screen.
The business number.
Oh, it's the one that I have.
No, that's my personal number.
Oh, that's your personal.
Yeah, the one that you have is my personal number.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So they can reach out via that number, so that for bookings, more especially for bookings, whether you're booking a coaching session, a consultation, or you want to book for like a massage, because with coaching. With coaching. I actually have a men's group.
More about coaching about sex.
So basically, the purpose of the men's group is to teach Bajita more about sex, like you just said, and just help them become better lovers. So, and also they also do raise like some of the sexual issues, sexual health issues, whether someone is just worried, like I'm suffering with erectile dysfunction. Just like yesterday, I had a consultation call. And now erectile dysfunction. I'm like, okay, let's break it down. As we started talking and we're breaking it down, we realized this happens especially towards the end. I start having erectile dysfunction, and that's because stress. Stress at that period, and that's when you have a lot of change in behavior because of that stress. So we identified that because not all solutions will include me having to say buy these herbs or but some things it's just a matter of this is what you can do to address it.
Okay, yeah, continue.
Yeah, so like I was saying, so Katusa Bajita with coaching, with a lot of things. So right now we're trying to organize a session, an online session for Bajita, for me to teach them the vagina with a live model. So but I'll tell her like Msadi would be comfortable to be in front of a camera, and it's gonna be on a Zoom call, or is it gonna be Zoom or Google Meet? And then basically I'm just gonna teach them how to stimulate the G-spot, or how to stimulate the vagina, and also the woman in essence, and be able to give her a G-spot orgasm or squirting orgasm. And so I'm still organizing that Libachita in the actual group, and yeah, there's a lot that we do. So every Monday we have a call, and we just touch on different things. Yeah.
Okay. But before it's all, I just wanted to ask, how to cut talento? Do you even cut talento? Is it safe?
I think so it all goes down to cleanliness. So if it's not clean, don't. Uskaya more. If you realize I wanna take a sniff, don't go. It's the same thing with food. More and then was suta type of a situation. So with this, moto for someone who's taking care of it, and it's protected throughout the day. If as a paint, it's the cleanest thing that you'll actually eat. If we even being honest, for me, I feel like we should protect the pussy from some tongues.
Yeah, ne?
And
when I got a cutter everywhere.
There was someone anacho lento lena ibanjwa ngama glove, and I had to remind that person the reason why ibanjwa ngama glove is because it's sensitive. It's not that you are protecting your hands, you are protecting the pussy ngokuyiphatha ngama glove. Ngoba wena uyahamba nyama yeskopa phezu kwetafula, you don't know ukuthi wabona, and then maye ubekile imlakho lapha yabona, and then if anything women need to be more conscious of who they allow to quarter them. They definitely need to be more conscious. I'd even say niggas need to, before to quarter, just rinse out your mouth, make sure there's no
but there is a technique, Diale, of cutting lento. It's a technique, I believe so. You can't just cut her like you're cutting ice cream. There's a technique where you have to cut it. There are areas where you have to,
Okay. So let's say this. So the clitoris is going to be the most sensitive, but what I've experienced with a lot of women, is that the inner lips, there's something in there.
The inner lips, ne?
The inner lips.
What is the inner lips?
Like
when you just...
There's something about it. I think maybe because outside you also get to a point where you lick the clitoris. I've seen like if you want to know how to eat the pussy and the vagina, ask her to play with herself in front of you, and just watch, just pay attention as to how she stimulates herself. And you'll notice this is how she likes to be stimulated, and just do the same thing with the tongue.
But is that possible for women can be comfortable to do that in front of you?
Like, if she's comfortable for you to go inside of her,
she will be comfortable. It's like reversing the question. It's like no ways.
The best way is you have to be for some people you can be strategic. So it's a thing. I always say you want to lead by making it an activity, a group activity. So baby, instead of I want us to masturbate in front of each other.
Okay.
One. Lwena ube busy mode. Lena a DJ. And just watch it. You're also gonna get turned on. But you also wanna lead, and so just like, I get turned on by thinking, we tshwara jwang kuku ya hao. Wa ntshwara go bapala jwang ka yona. Ba tla go bona fela. Go pompons. And then
most of them, they don't feel comfortable
Eh? Bye. Hey, ke sponsor how papamise from there. But what? Ke sponsor how you'd be surprised if it.
You know, Masha son, Kumbula, there was on our previous episode, he said that women, they don't feel comfortable, especially when you open their legs and when the vagina is like open, where you can see through, like the hole is this deep, and you see that thing go far. So they don't feel comfortable when you do that.
Who can I more?
No, but you want to see, you want to see what you want to see the passages.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. We reverse. So reverse it to when, we reverse, ne? But we reverse and imagine if instead of asake for 5 hours appease I one thought like what's some shabby answer one thought like our shabby is like what are you doing one thought like what are you doing yeah, because manje that's why I good manje
it's uncomfortable.
But if you want to do that, there's a sexier way of doing it. One thought there's a sexier uska champi salo ena hore
unya kohlola
one thought
uhlolelani
wabona
yini uhlolani
yeah just find a creative way hore wabona it's got champies.
And if you champies.
Hey, no, that's not champies.
Anyway, man, I feel like we can talk until tomorrow, you know. Yeah, but I think we can do another one. We should do another one, you know, where we can expand the conversation, because I don't think we have covered everything, you know. No, we haven't. We just touch and go, you know. Make Melesival. Melesival no fit. Anyway, make sure you do the same. Diale, thank you so much for coming, my guy. Hopefully this is any episode where we're gonna talk about more and more and more. We're gonna go deeper.
Yeah,
go deeper, papa. So yeah, we're gonna meet on the next episode. Make sure you do the same. You like, you subscribe, and you share. Let's meet again. Sharp.